So every time I meet a seller and I list a property, I always ask them if they're going to do a 1031 exchange.
Excellent.
Every once in a while, I get somebody who tells me that they just don't have enough gains for taxes and it wouldn't make it beneficial. Is that true?
Well, actually, what a lot of people say is like, hey, I'm not going to pay that much in taxes, right? Maybe they calculate it in their own mind or something like that. They haven't talked to their CPA, which is a big mistake. Make sure you always talk to your CPA to find out what the actual number is. Because a lot of people think you're just going to pay 15% in taxes because they've heard that's what capital gains is. The reality is California is the heaviest tax state in the country. Right, the average tax in California is closer to 35%. It can be literally over 40% in the uppermost bracket. There's a couple different levels of taxation. One is capital gains. That's based on the appreciation of an asset. That's taxed at 15 to 20% to the feds. And then the state, whatever your tax bracket is. Depreciation, you've taken depreciation all the years you've owned it. That's taxed at 25% to the feds. Big tax. And then the state, still ordinary income tax, 10 to 13%. And there's also the affordable health care tax of 3.8%. So when you combine all those together, it ends up being an average of like 35%. So you really need to, if you're not doing an exchange, you need to know that number before you sell and you're okay with it. So if you can do the 1031, why would you give up all that money?
Sure. So they should call you regardless
They should call
and
me.
pick your brain.
Yes, they should. It's free to pick.